We're so concerned about the United States being essentially the consumer of last resort, and all the goods end up getting dumped here. You have governments in other countries that provide massive subsidies that depress wages for their own workers, and so they end up having just way too much production than is demanded by the economics of the market. And so you get these huge imbalances that have grown over time. We had a $1.2 trillion trade deficit by the end of the Biden administration. Thankfully, it's trending down now thanks to President's trade policies, but that's what we're going to be focused on.
Well, you know, it's interesting because in the middle of all of this, as the IEEPA tariff refund saga moves through the courts, you've got a shutdown of the Department of Homeland Security and Customs and Border Protection personnel working without pay. Has that had an impact on any of this, Jameson?
Well, I think it has an economic fallout, right? You don't always see one major issue, but as time goes on and operations at the border or TSA or travel degrade, that's not good for the economy. So obviously we urge the Democrats to stop doing their shutdown brinksmanship. If you look at our last quarter, our GDP ended up being lower because of the government shutdown. Absent the shutdown, we would have been at over 3%. So any time the Democrats, who profess to love government and think that government's the solution to everything, and then they shut down the government, it makes it incoherent, but it can have economic fallout too.
Well, you also have the Democrat attorneys general and governors from 24 states filing their first legal briefs on March 13th, asking the federal court to strike down the 10% Section 122 tariff. What do you want to say about that?
Well, they want the globalist status quo. They want the status quo ante. It's crazy because I have these situations where I've started these Section 301 investigations on unfair trading practices, and I have the unions like the AFL-CIO and the steelworkers putting out supportive statements. And on the other hand, you have the Democrats saying, no, strike this down and give the money back to all the corporations who are importing foreign goods made by foreign workers in foreign countries. It's totally topsy-turvy. I don't know why they want to give money back to all these companies that preference foreign goods above American goods, but that's what they want to do.
Now, I mean, look, you have other options, right, Jameson? And I'd like to know if you're thinking about those options. I mean, for example, Section 338 addresses unfair trade practices. It doesn't have an expiration date like the Section 122 does, and it has a 50% ceiling. Is that on the table?
Well, so any tool we have is on the table.